Okay, friends, today we're going to talk about infected computers. Okay, infected computers. Now, this is a handy script that's been designed by another technology-minded person. Okay, so infected computers, basically if your computer is heavily infected, then I would recommend this script for you to use. And we're going to talk about this script, and we're also going to show you how to use it. Okay, now before you decide to use it, if you've got 1 terabyte hard drive, it could take up between 7 to 9 hours to run, and you do need to be connected to the internet. They do have it designed for the Macs, and they also have it designed for Windows computers. Okay, so it's called Tron Fights for the user. Okay, so we all have antivirus programs on our computers. Some of us that use Windows 10 use the Microsoft antivirus program that's built in. There's a lot of technical minded people would say that you really don't need a third-party antivirus program. But to be honest with you, in a personal way, it's debatable, because I have to ask myself a question. Although Windows 10 antivirus program is a lot more secure, in the past in Windows 7 the Bitdefender and etc. wasn't that great. So it's basically a matter of choice, although Microsoft would say that you don't need a third party one. At the same time they advertise them. Now, no single antivirus program will remove every virus that's designed in the wild today. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen. It is good to use an antivirus program and also keep your system updated. Prevention is the best cure. So this is a script that has been designed by technical minded people, and explains to you how to get it. To spell Tron. It's actually called Tron Script. Okay, so before we show you how to get it, we're going to show you something about it. Okay, so what does it do? Right? What does it do? Well, example, I've already run it on this device. So it starts off Tron.bat, which is basically a script file that's run by the command prompt. Okay, and this is its functions here. It also uses rat-kill, which can be used as an individual program for to remove rootkits. It also has process killer, TDSS killer, McAfee stinger, and quite a number of different tools. So it uses these here to basically search your system for rootkits, which would be used for Trojans to gain remote access to your system or remotely control it. So it will have these programs in to basically remove the rootkits. Now you do need to be connected to the internet to run it. It also starts off at stage 1, and it does what you call a temporary clean. It uses CC cleaner, find dep.x, temporary file cleanup, and USB disk device cleanup, sorry. Okay, now it doesn't actually install these programs on your computer. Because you're running the script downloads the updates and runs automatically. So you're not going to be left with all these programs sitting on your computer. On the second stage, it debloats your system. Okay, so we all know what debloating is. It uses what they call a debloat.bat file. It debloats your system and takes away what we would call, in the technology world, crapware, trowelware. So that's stage 2. Moving down to stage 3, it disinfects your system. It searches your system with Sophie virus removal tool. It also uses Casper, a virus removal tool, malware, bytes, anti-malware, and etc. So it scans your system of 4 different antivirus programs. Okay, so you've got 4 times the chance of taking away that virus, and it also disinfects them. When you move to stage 4 is a repair bot. So if your system has been infected, then some of your system files will also be infected. So it does what they call repair. And it uses spy bolt and etc. too. And it also uses shut up Windows 10. And it turns off certain services. And it repairs the file extensions. When you go to stage 5, which is a patch bot, it patches programs that you have on your system automatically. Like Adobe Flash Player, which I believe is going out at the minute, the HTML5's in. And it also pulls down live using Detect Now, update your Windows system. On stage 6, optimize, okay, defragnator, and etc. On stage 7, it's called a wrap up bot, swiftmail.x. On stage 8, Tron will execute any bot file placed in this directory prior to the script being complete. When you go to stage 9, okay, it uses an anti-spyware program to remove spyware off your system. It also checks for adware. And it also uses Combo Fix, which is a standalone tool. Not adapter repair, remote support reboot configuration, safe mode boot sector, service repair, and reset tool. Okay, so as it moves down the system, it will do different things. Okay, so it basically, this is stage 0 for preparation for all these programs that it would use. Stage 1, temporary clean, debloating, disinfecting, repair, patch, optimizer, and custom script. Stage 9, it uses add spyware program to move spyware off, adware cleaner, combo fix, and etc. So we're just scrolling down here. Now I have already run this on my system. So if I go to the other one here, this would be the instructions, okay, whenever you're going to use it. Now it sounds complicated, but I'll show you exactly how to run it. So this is a summary, okay, the command line, script instructions, safe mode, and etc. First things first, if you are pretending Windows updates, basically if you're getting Windows updates, do not use it till you get them, and then reboot the machine and then allow them to install. This isn't required but strongly recommended. So I'll give you a bit of a documentation exactly what it does. Now I have run it on mine, and this is exactly what it'll say. So if it finds anything, I would see it here. And I think I'm pretty lucky at my machine. Wait there. So it went through my system, and it has done what it was designed to do. If you're feeling overly terrible, donations are accepted at these addresses, Bitcoin and etc. Okay, so I would be quite wary in running any scripts, okay? But I have run this one just to double check from my own interest to see if there was anything on my system. And I've been pretty lucky. Okay, so let's go to the program itself. Okay, so Tron Script is called r/Tron Script. Okay, when you go to the website, you can select the download links from your country. That's the UK one. So I click here, and hopefully a web page should load up. Okay, so some problems going to that one. So let me try another link. Okay, so when I go to, if you don't get the UK one, just go to US, United States. So you want to download this latest one here, Tron version 11, 1.4. So you download it first and you save it to your downloads folder. Now it's 572 megabytes, okay, it's a pretty big folder, friends. If you use torrent, you can download it there. I prefer not to use the torrent one. Okay, so it will take a bit of time coming down, depending on your internet connection speed. And I don't think I'm using the VPN at the moment. Oh, I am. Let me turn this VPN off. Sometimes VPNs, friends, can basically give you a slow connection. Okay, let me restart that download because I turned the VPN off. Okay. So it's designed to clean and disinfect your computer. Okay. Now, the guy that owns this particular site here is Paul Throttle. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He basically covers Windows technology. Okay, so it's a script that can scan, clean and disinfect your computer with one tool. Now we know on the internet today there's different methods of cleaning computers. Some are advertising what they call a fix stick. Well, I've done some research into the fix stick, and basically it uses something similar where it checks your system off 4 antivirus programs at once. Okay, now do not install any more than one antivirus program on your computer because you will cause yourself problems. Do not think because you have 2 on your twice as secure. Technology does not work that way, friends. But you can use standalone tools not running in real time to double check. So, download this repair tool to find and fix Windows errors automatically. This here also repairs your system. Only run this if your computer you think has been infected. As it says, is your Windows computer running slow or is it infected? You probably downloaded an antivirus program and start scanning for malware or downloading any other cleanup tool. But what if you have limited or no internet connection at all? There must be some way to fix your computer without downloading additional software or updates from the internet. In this post, we cover a collection of bot scripts called Tron, T-R-O-N, is the Swiss Army knife of antiviruses and cleanup tools that are compatible with scanning and disinfecting your computer. Despite its script-like form factor, Tron is easy to execute and comes packaged all in one executable file. It is completely portable and does not require an internet connection at all. Okay, so there again, I correct myself. What they're saying is you don't need an internet connection, but you do need it to get it down onto your system in the first place, whether you put it on a disk or why you put it on a USB drive. Of course, if you've got it on a USB drive, you don't need an internet connection. Okay, so it's roughly 600 megabytes in size. Tron does not have any dependencies on the internet and can be used to clean a computer with slow or no internet. Now, Tron is a collection of tools, friends, scripts that run a particular order to clean and disinfect your computer. The order of the script is preserved by 9 stages, each of which aims at a popular cleaning action. Okay, the stages are covered below. It preps in the first stage. It will prepare the computer for further stages. It will perform tasks such as creating system restore points first, creating a backup of your registry settings, and it kills essential processes. Okay, so if your computer is infected, you will see it in the process if you know what you're looking for, especially us technical minded people. Normal person looking at the process would only indicate that a certain program is using a certain amount of memory. Now this is the most important stage that ensures anything that is backed up before it makes changes to your system. Temporary clean. In this stage the program tries to remove all useless temporary data from your computer. It will delete most of the temporary files, logs, update, cache, and etc. The most important part of the stage is CC Cleaner. Tron will automatically run CC Cleaner on your computer without installing or setting up additional software. So this is what it does. It also debloats your system. At this stage, it will remove OEM bloatware that came pre-installed in your system. So whenever you buy a new computer, friends, we'll notice that there's a lot of trialware there that you can't afford, and we call it bloatware or crapware in the technology term. This feature will completely customize, and you will define what applications should be removed and what should be preserved. The disinfecting stage is the most important stage. Tron comes preloaded with 3 most popular antivirus engines, namely Casper Antivirus Removal Tool, Sophie's Reverse Removal Tool, and Malwarebytes and Anti-Malware Removal Tool. It will run all 3 of them on your computer to ensure that there's no virus and malware on your computer. This stage may take a little longer as it involves scanning the entire hard drive and then removing files. Repair. Once all the viruses and vulnerabilities have been removed off your computer, it is time to fix the computer. In this stage, the program would repair the registry settings and file system permission. It also executes commands such as fc scan now /scan now or check disk in the background automatically, which checks your system files, friends, and basically repairs them. There's a lot of stages here. It'll optimize. This stage it tries to speed up your computer by running disk defragmentation, resetting your page file, and executing other similar tasks. So as you move down, you will find that it does quite a lot. So there's a lot of good reports on it. Okay, so I've just downloaded it there, and I'm now going to close the browser down and hopefully show you how to run it. So I want to go to my download folders first, and I want to show my desktop. Okay, because this is basically what you have to do. Okay, now this is it here. So what you have to do first is right click on it and open, just normal open. Okay, now Windows 10 will say that it's protecting your system. Click more information and give it permission to run anyway. Now the reason I do that is because it's safe. I've already checked it out. Okay, so this is the command prompt here, and because I've already run it, it's basically going to ask me I want to skip all or automatically rename all. Okay, so I'm going to say skip. Let's see. Okay, so let me type in AUT. Let me say yes. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is quickly I'm going to give it permission to rewrite over everything to replace all the resource tools that it has done. You won't have to do that, friends, okay? What you will have to do is, okay, so basically it's done that. So then I want to go back to my download folders here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to pull across, open up Tron. Okay, so when you open up Tron folder, you want to basically pull the Tron bot over to your desktop. And I'm going to replace it because I've already run it, which you won't have to do, and pull the resources one onto your desktop too. Okay, so it'll move the resources onto your desktop. Okay, so what you also can do is you can highlight it, right click and send to your desktop for quickness. Okay, now, while that's moving that resources folder over, which is going to be here, and this is a Tron bot, you do have an instructions here. Double click it and read the instructions. It's an automatic cleaner, scanner and disinfecting tool. Okay. It's basically a collection of batch files to automatically clean up and disinfecting your computer. You can read the jargon if you want. Friends, remember, this does take on a 1 terabyte hard drive anything up between 5 to 7 hours. Let me replace the files. The reason I'm replacing the files is because I've already run it, and for the demonstration purposes I've re-downloaded it fresh to show you exactly how to use it. Okay, so you also have what they call an updated notepad here, okay, where it tells you the versions of the programs it uses. Okay, so I'm going to close this down until this is finished. Okay, so it's finished. Okay, so I've downloaded it, I've closed my browser. The next thing I want to do is go to the batch file, right click on it and run it as an administrator. Now while I'm doing that, I can hide my desktop icons. Okay, so this is how you run it. Now once you got it in your computer, you can quite happily disconnect it off the internet, but I would recommend leaving your computer connected to the internet. Okay, so we're starting to go through the processes here. It's downloading the 5.2 debloat list from a website called TTAT. Okay, so when you see this here, you've got to type in caps. Okay, you've got to type in I agree, A-G-R-E-E. When you type I agree, hit the enter key on your keyboard. So I've given it permission to go ahead, and I'm also going to press any key to continue. And it is now starting to go through the system. First of all, it'll give you the details of your operating system. Okay, so it's temporary. It's going to do a system restore first, and it's temporary stopping the time service. It's creating a pre-run restore point, so it'll create the system restore point first, and then it'll start going through the processes. And hopefully it will not kill XSplit Broadcaster while I'm showing you exactly what's going on here. Now, it does take a long time for this to work. It's called Tron version 1.1. Okay, so it's now starting the preparation stage. Temporary stopping time services. It's created the system restore point, and it's saving a desktop screenshot to see your hard drive logs, raw logs. So that's where you want to go when it's finished to see exactly what it's done. Okay, it's launched the job called Rotkill. So if Trojan rootkits connected to my network or system, it'll kill them straight away. It'll kill that service and disconnect the hacker. Okay, so if you watch what it's going through, if this job takes more than 20 minutes, kill solitaire from the task manager. You don't need